again. Picking up on Psalms 119. Which again is a long one. It's a bunch of short ones that are the alphabet of the Hebrew alphabet. 1 through 8. So first 9. This 18. 19. I don't get through all of them or not. This one is, my wife helped me pronounce them correctly. Some of them have a silent H, some of them not. It starts with Tet, T-E-T-H, Tet. Do good to your servant, according to your word, Lord. Teach me knowledge and good judgment, for I trust your commands. Before I was afflicted, I went astray, but now I obey your word. You are good, and what you do is good. Teach me your decrees. Though the arrogant have smeared me with lies, I keep your precepts with all my heart. Their hearts are callous and unfeeling, but I delight in your law. It was good for me to be afflicted, so I might learn your decrees. A law from your mouth is more precious to me than thousands of pieces of silver and gold. It's like other psalms where they're asking Lord for something or help for something. Others are saying, okay, I do this. And those are kind of turning around and says, help me to do this. So make it all not about me, but asking for his help. And I feel uncomfortable saying, okay, I do this, I do that. I'm presuming it's presumptuous of myself and kind of self-exalting of myself, self-aggrandizement. I'd rather be more humble when I'm reading Psalms. Damocles, leave her alone. Doggies. So instead, I would read this. Please do good to your servant according to your word, Lord, or help me to do good according to your word, Lord. Teach me knowledge and good judgment. Help me to trust your commands. Before I was afflicted, and I went astray, but now help me to obey your word. You are good, what you do is good. Teach me your decrees. Though the arrogant have smeared me with lies, help me keep your precepts with all my heart. Their hearts are callous and unfeeling. Help me to delight in your law. Stating, hey, I do do this. I said, help me to do this. It was good for me to be afflicted, that I might learn your decrees. Help me to learn your decrees again. The law of your mouth is more precious to me than thousands of pieces of silver and gold, which it should be. Next one would be Yodh, or how she pronounce it? Yod, 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 something like that. Your hands made me and formed me. Give me understanding to learn your commands. May those who fear you rejoice when they see me. For I've kept my hope. For I've put my hope in your word. Help me to put my hope in your word. I know, Lord, that your laws are righteous, and that in faithfulness you have afflicted me. May your unfailing love be my comfort, according to your promise to your servant. Let your compassion come to me, that I may live, for your law is my delight. May the arrogant be put to shame for wronging me without cause. I will meditate on your precepts. Help me to meditate on your precepts. May the arrogant, I leave them to you, to do with as you will. That's like commanding. Sounds like you're commanding the Lord. May the arrogant, or may you put the arrogance, be put to shame, or destroy my enemies for me. It just seems a little slightly demanding of God. And mentioning in the message that we just got, mentioned about demanding. No longer do you need to demand. May those who fear you turn to me. Those who understand your statutes. In other words, to use me to help others understand you. May I wholeheartedly follow your decrees, that I may not be put to shame, or help me not to be put to shame. Help me to follow your decrees and not be put to shame. You can turn all these right into a prayer instead of asking for his help. Next one, K-A-P-H. I think this one actually had a PH sound. Kopf, Kopf. My soul faints with longing for your salvation, but I have put my hope in your word. Help me to put hope in your word, Lord. My eyes fail looking for your promise. I say, when will you comfort me? Help my eyes not to fail as I look for your promise, as you comfort me. Though I am like a wineskin in the smoke, I do not forget your decrees. Help me not to forget your decrees in all situations. How long must your servant wait? When will you punish my persecutors? We've all asked that. How long must I have to endure this? How long do I have to wait for your help? When will you punish those who beat me up or persecute me or bully me or whatever? We've all felt that way. Help me to wait till you save me and rescue me from my persecutors. Arrogant dig pits to trap me, contrary to your law. They're not supposed to do. All your commands are trustworthy. Help me, for I am being persecuted without cause. You almost wiped me from the earth, but I have not forsaken your precepts. In your unfailing love, preserve my life, that I may obey the statutes of your mouth. Help me to obey the statutes of your mouth. We got Lamed, Lamedh. Your word, Lord, is eternal. It stands firm in the heavens. Your faithfulness continues through all generations. You establish the earth and it endures. We're acknowledging that. Acknowledging him and what he has done. Your laws endure to this day, for all things serve you. If your law had not been my delight, I would have perished in my affliction. I am nothing without you. I can't get through this journey without you. I will never forget your precepts, for by them you have preserved my life. Help me to not ever forget your precepts, as you preserve my life. Save me, for I am yours. I've sought out your precepts. I continually seek out your precepts. The wicked are waiting to destroy me, but I will ponder your statutes. Help me to ponder your statutes. I think ponder was in this recent message too. To all perfection I see a limit, but your commands are boundless. Again, this is more of an acknowledgement. A little bit of asking for help with certain things, but more of an acknowledgement. Acknowledge God, giving thanks to Him for everything. Mem. Oh, how I love your law. I meditate on it all day long. Do we truly? Well, I do that. I don't. I fail just like I get lazy just like anybody else. Your commands are always with me and make me wiser than my enemies. So he's always help me to meditate on your law all day long. Commands are always with me, help make me wiser than me, and they do make us wiser than our enemies. I have more insight than all my teachers, for I meditate on your statutes. See, this is a little bit egotistical there to me. Help me to have more insight, so that I may teach others. Meditate on your statutes. Help me to meditate on your statutes. Have more understanding than elders, for I obey your precepts. Again, a little bit egotistical. Help me to have more understanding than others, so that I can obey your precepts. To share that understanding. I've kept my feet from every evil path, so that I might obey your word. Help me to keep my feet from every evil path. Help me to obey your word. I've not departed from your ways, for you yourself have taught me. That's a little presumptuous. He's done everything right? No. Help me not to depart from your laws. Continue to teach me. How sweet are your words to my taste, sweeter than honey to my mouth. I gain understanding from your precepts. Therefore I hate every wrong path. Help me to gain understanding from your precepts. Hate every wrong path. And we got Nun, N-U-N. Your word is a lamp for my feet, a light on my path. I have taken an oath and confirmed it that I will follow your righteous laws. I have suffered much. Preserve my life, Lord, according to your word. Accept, Lord, the willing praise of my mouth, and teach me your laws. This is kind of acknowledgement and asking. Though I constantly take my life in my hands, and go our own way, will not forget your law. Help me to never forget your law. The wicked have set a snare for me, but I have not strayed from your precepts. Help me to not stray from your precepts. Your statutes are my heritage forever. They are the joy of my heart. My heart is set on keeping your decrees to the very end. And that with that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do a couple more. Samech, Samekh, Samekh. I hate double-minded people, but I love your law. You are my refuge and my shield. It mentions about being refuge a lot of time, and being our refuge a lot. Again, God is our refuge. God is my refuge. God is my refuge. That's a weapon against darkness. Brief, quick thing, starting to feel something. Is it God is my refuge? God is my refuge. Abba, Emmanuel, Allah. Help me, Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Quick little calls out for help. I hate double-minded people, but I love your law. You are my refuge, my shield. I have put my hope in your word. Away from me, you evildoers, and I may keep the commands of my God. You command the darkness to go away, and you can do that. Sustain me, my God, according to your promise, and I will live. Do not let my hopes be dashed. Uphold me, and I will be delivered. This is acknowledging, hey, yes, he will do this for us. I will always have regard for your decrees. Help me to always have regard for your decrees. You reject all who stray from your decrees, for their delusions come to nothing. All the wicked of the earth you discard like dross. Therefore, I love your statutes. Help me to love your statutes. My flesh trembles in fear of you. I stand in awe of your laws. Okay, just wait. And then we'll do Ayin, Ayin. I have done what is righteous and just. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Ensure your servant's well-being. Do not let the arrogant oppress me. My eyes fail looking for your salvation, looking for your righteous promise. Help me to do what is righteous and just. Do not leave me to my oppressors. Ensure your servant's well-being and do not let the arrogant oppress me. Protect me from the arrogant, from the evil. My eyes fail looking for your salvation, looking for your righteous promise. Deal with your coordinates. In other words, I screw up or fail. Deal with me according to your love, and teach me your decrees. Straighten me out. Get me back on the right path. I am your servant. Give me discernment. And always asking for discernment, that I may help me to understand your statutes. It is time for you to act, Lord. Your law is being broken. It's like that's a demand. It's time for you to act, Lord. Did you see everybody? But he sees everything. He knows everything before it happens. We don't need to be telling him that. I know it is time for you to act, Lord. You know your law is being broken. Because I love your commands more than gold, more than pure gold. Because I consider all your precepts right, I hate every wrong path. But you just hate every wrong path, just regardless of that. And that was a little presumptuous. So, and that, pick up on P-E next. I hope that gives some understanding. I'll pause this because I want to read an older message, one of the earlier messages I got. I want to reshare with you here. I know it was never explained. My early postings didn't do explanations because I wasn't told to. So I'm going to read that. So I'll put you on pause. Okay, this is one. This one was from my daughter. So the first thing from her. I'm going to read this one. It's actually number 8 that I've received. And these early ones, so many. I wasn't keeping track of putting dates on them, numbering them because I had no idea I was going to receive thousands. So I had to I just kind of stacked them, and then I did start putting them in some sort of order. I had to guess which one was which came in what order. So I have it down as the 8th one. Selfless, and this would have been like 2009, I think 8. When did these start? Initially, I just wrote poems and thoughts of Tim A. Heron, which it's not. From October 9 to 12/31/10, 2010. So this would have been probably in late October, November of 2000, last quarter of 2009. Selfless glory, does it exist? Does it really exist? Is any human truly selfless completely? Why does the greed seek to persist? Irreprehensible beings abide, false truths cannot hide. So irreprehensible beings, they abide by false truths which they cannot hide. Shh, quiet. Pepe, quiet. Pepe, quiet. Sorry. Foolish souls, can they not see what is needed for one to be free? No, they can't because they're blinded by it. Darkness. The more they drift into the shadow, the blinder they become. Light among us blinds all lost, filtering much at so high a cost. So the light among us blinds all that is lost, those lost in darkness, filtering much out. But it's blindness filters out so much at such high a cost to ourselves. Answers all lie deep within. Where to go? Where have been? Omnipotence dwells inside us all. God is inside us all. With a connection to God. Uh, Omnipotence dwells inside us all, waiting to hear our heartfelt call. Let me do the plug outside. Bark at nothing. Omnipotence dwells inside us all, waiting to hear our heartfelt call. Just waiting. God's inside us. Connect to Him, the source, the connection to Him, the phone, our receiver to pick up a call to Him. He's waiting to hear from us. Do not fear, no answer too quick. Must be sure, no mortal tricks. So do not fear against the darkness. No answer is too quick. Come immediately. To our call or prayer. We want to be sure that it's no mortal trick. Wouldst thou know heaven's true? If it came calling on you, would you even know? Would you even believe? As we ask for discernment, help me to hear your prayer, to know and understand the answers that you receive. Help me to know the answer to my prayer, my request, my call, and to discern it, understand it, accept it. Eyes wide open. So all our eyes are wide open. Vision shut. We're not seeing. Psalm 115, 135, Jeremiah 12, Jesus in the New Testament, Gospels. Eyes but not see, ears but do not hear, noses but do not smell, mouths but do not speak, feet but do not walk, hands but do not touch. Eyes wide open, vision shut, vision shut, not seeing. Ears so clear, can't hear what is spoken from the other side. So we don't see or hear what's communicated to us from the other side of the veil. Beauty so precious, cannot hide. Cannot hide it. It's so overwhelming. Can't you feel the glory of you? Can't you sense the peace so true? Peace of Christ, peace of God. I have seen it since the start, when mankind was not so far apart. So that's the communicator of this message. I have seen it since the start, when mankind was not so far apart. So this is a person or being from early on. Apart from he who made all that is, and laid claim to what was his. Choice was given to test your love. So free will was given to test your love. Just as our failures, which are imperfections, test our love, which Michael repeated years later about that I got from Archangel Michael, his conversation with God when he asked him, so you know, why are you creating this being so imperfect? God said to test their love. Why you creating when you know they're going to fail? Whether you know they're going to fail, it's to test their faith. Choice was given to test your love. Path of truth leads one above. path that He created for you leads you to above, to eternal light. Your own path, is getting to the same point in this physical world, same point in time, but not necessarily to the light. I am but the messenger. Hear His call, spreading His message meant for all. You have the ability to hear as I do. Gift lies hidden deep inside you. When and where, why and how much, neither him nor I can never touch. It's a gift. He's not gonna take that away from you. It's not working because of you. It diminishes because of you. This is your treasure in heaven. He will never touch it. This power awaits. This power within you awaits. The simple key unlocks the door, waits to be free. You have a gift, the ability, your purpose. Ask Him what it is. Ask Him how to use it, to know it. Then, messenger, you'll be as well, hearing all there is to tell. This is speaking to me early on at the time, too, specifically as well. Hearing all there is to tell from those who know what all we seek, happy to give us just a peek of all the love and joy that is ours to have when we became His. Upon that day when all began, and life spread forth from holy hand. Lord, so I want to repeat that to you, share that with you. So that was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful message. So I hope this all helped you. And again, keep the Lord in your life every day. Don't get discouraged. I've drifted away. Forgive me, Lord, for being not paying you attention. Just continue to come back and reassert yourself. He understands. He gets it. Part of the reason Christ was here. Peace of Christ. God bless. Pray for Israel.